Hey, mentally ill attack helicopter here. So I'm watching this fucking thing, and again, I'm bored. I got shit all to do. Scrolling through the YouTubes, and this fucking story about this fracking protest, and they forcibly drag an 85-year-old woman across the street. So everybody's up in arms. The police do this in England all the fucking time. She's 85. There's no... recently, and I'm going to bring the story of the Queen into this. The Queen will not be laying a wreath this year at the ceremony at the cenotaph. Now, every single year for the past fucking 70 odd years, because she wasn't always Queen as well, she's always laid a wreath, and she has never laid a wreath, never not laid a wreath, only 3 times. The third time she's not laid a wreath. Both times she was pregnant. This time it's because she's got a bad back. She's like 85 years old. This woman is also 85 years old, okay? So, the Queen is too ill to be able to walk backwards down the cenotaph. That's why she's not going to lay a wreath. That's why the Queen's not going to do this. This woman's 85 years old. She's not capable of normal physical movements. She's 85 years old. But these policemen were treating her like she was you know, a spring chicken, basically, grabbing her arms. Dismay. And the thing is, I can't add more anger onto an already situation that everybody else is angry about. Let's face it, what they did was wrong. Looking at the smug policeman's attitudes of, well, we'll do it next time, just makes me want to fucking punch fucking policeman in the face. And it brings that anger and rage in my heart of just wanting to fucking... How would you like it? Do you know what? I really hope, and I said this to some police officers in my time, and I fucking mean it, I really hope one day someone fucks you up as badly as you do to other people, you nasty fucking trumped up little cunt. Fucking, in all serious, kill yourself. You're a fucking worthless human being. And so I'm scrolling down the comments and I see this piece of shit, and I think the thing is, right, she's one of these modern YouTubers, modern day kind of like blonde hair kind of glamour model type, trying to get her opinion out there like everyone else, and she's like, give me a break, just because the old bat is ancient, the police are supposed to treat her differently. Yes they fucking are. The answer to that question is yes, they are. You put a question mark. Are they supposed to treat her differently? Yes. She's 85 years old. Have some fucking respect. And I'm not gonna try and I don't even know if I'm using the term correctly here, strawman this, but like, how would you like it if your grandmother was, you know, physically altercated into a situation when she's basically crippled? Would you be chatting shit then? Would you be being bombastic and being all cool and edgy then? Would you fucking idiot? I Am Common Sense is her name, and I just found it funny. I just found it funny that her name is Common Sense when it should be fucking retarded. They didn't beat her. She calls her the Crypt Keeper. Again, all of these kind of triggering terms. The thing about it is you can tell this is clearly a narcissist right here. This is a narcissist. This is how they talk. Because everything in them is black and white. Everything in them is inflammatory. It's bombastic. It's designed to trigger people are already triggered by the fact that this woman was abused in such a way by a police force that's supposed to be designed to protect, not fucking engage in protecting, you know, fracking industries. But, you know, we live in the times where the police are now just kind of paid goons, right? And actually the police have always been paid goons. From the time they were set up in England, they've always just been a paid and accepted gang with extra power. And someone, all of the comments, you have no heart, obviously. Exactly. If you make an exception for one, then you set a precedent to follow others. Yes! Set the fucking precedent. Do not manhandle 85-year-old women who cannot fucking stand. Most people, most human beings, whether they're man or woman, past the age of fucking menopause, especially for women because of their hormones, their bones start to get really, really brittle. Their muscles start to deteriorate really, really fast. Yeah, they have about the strength of a baby. Yeah, and you're gonna manhandle this like a fully grown adult person. No, set the precedent. Yes, to follow. Fucking set that precedent. The law is the law. Yes, so change the fucking law to stop people like this from having too much cohesive society. The cohesive societies, you need to shut the fuck up, you stupid cunt. Yeah, I mean, if I ever saw you in the street, I'd kick you in the cunt. No, you wouldn't, because then the police would there, and then they brutally, attack you, and then, you're giving her narcissism everything she wants to feed off of, Then she can play the victim. As soon as she can play the victim, you've given her a free pass to do whatever the fuck she wants. Do you see what I mean? So, no, you're not going to do that in the street. If you did, then, I have a feeling it might be under the mask of some kind of Antifa. And then again, you're just giving the people what they want. You're giving these narcissistic fucking psychopaths what they want. You're feeding into their narcissism and letting them play the victim. So she's a MGTOW woman, anti-woman. She's clearly an old woman. Well, I didn't know that Common Sense was a MGTOW. But again, I'm actually, I suppose, a MGTOW as well. I am for men's rights. I've always been for men's rights. Men are some of the most oppressed people on the fucking planet. You don't have to fucking pick and choose your shit, yeah? You can be pro men's rights, and you can be a feminist, right? And you can still stand up against dickhead cuntery like this fucking abuse of an 85-year-old woman and sort of actually be a human being. But I don't know what the fuck is wrong with these people anymore. The law is the law. I believe in the law, which includes respect for our elders. If an old man spat in your face, I assume you'd smile and graciously thank him. Exactly. I think if anybody spat in her face, it would probably be during a porno or something. And she would probably love it and smile graciously and thank him. I don't know if you're really into spitting porn, but, that's a thing. I don't know if she's blind. The thing about it is there's no kid gloves with police, and there needs to be. Okay? Police brutality is horrible. Even if you're arrested for a minor offence, okay, it can get brutal very quickly. I could talk a little bit about my experience with the police, but I want to get through these comments because it's just funny. She's talking back. Take your Antifa flag with the pole still attached to it and shove it up your arse sideways. You don't have to be fucking Antifa to want to fucking hate this stupid, vapid, shallow cunt, to be honest. And if you are Antifa and you're out there with your fucking bandanas hiding your face going, fucking, do something about it. Fine, fair enough. Actually, start picking your targets. Smashing up universities and fucking graffitiing places isn't gonna... Go after those fucking policemen, yeah? Their faces are on camera. You're supposed to be badasses, right? Go fucking fight someone who's actually got some fucking art. Get a fucking... Grow a pair. Fucking grow a pair. Having worked with the elderly, I can truthfully say I would laugh it off. And I've worked with the elderly, and believe me, they can be some obnoxious motherfuckers. I've worked in old people's homes, mental people's homes, and you have that thing about senility at a certain age where they just kind of start ranting, sort of like us on the internet, like rah, 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 rah. And it can be really heartbreaking and really, really soul-destroying. But you've got to understand that, a lot of these people are mentally ill if they're in old folks' homes. Maybe they don't have a lot of family and they're very isolated and they're very old. And senility can affect anybody. I am really hoping that one day common sense will experience what it's like to be a senile old bat and realise, maybe all too late, that when she could have made a difference, she was just putting out fucking bullshit when she should have been putting out good vibes instead. But, you know, psychopathic narcissists don't have the capacity to feel anything other than their own fucking vaginas or dicks, and they're fucking shit people, basically. And they think they know it all as well. Yeah, I mean, you know, you're a degenerate piece of shit, but this is feeding into, I'm feeding into it. I'm giving her the attention she wants. Here's your attention, you're a troll. Yes, don't feed the trolls, people, she's a troll. She's a troll. But the thing is, here's the thing. She's now been called out in a troll, and she posts this. This is her point. This. Whenever you get called out on being a troll, you're a troll, you kind of have to go, yeah, okay, I'm a troll. I was trolling you all along. I just wanted those clicks and those views, motherfucker. I just need that fame. I need that 5 minutes of fame. That's why I do porn. Okay? My old ass won't be out shilling for Jews. Mate, you're fucking shilling for Jews. You are. It is what you do. If you are in any way involved in the financial fucking world, and you are selling yourself, and you're selling your fucking image online, and you're trying to make money for it, guess what? You're shilling for Jews, motherfucker. And here's the thing about shilling for Jews. What is exactly wrong with shilling for Jews? I don't get it. We all want to make money, right? But apparently, if you're shilling for Jews, that means you're bad. I won't be moved by police. Mate, you won't have a fucking... I've seen so many girls like this be taken down a peg because they think they're untouchable. And believe me, as soon as that long arm of the law has you by the wrist, yeah, and they've got you on the ground and you're screaming, you can't do this to me, you can't do this to me, and they're just smiling with them, and they get a taste of their narcissism, and they go, ha! And they've got their arm in their back, and they're crying, and they're screaming for daddy to come and save them, and it's not happening, and the police are just laughing at them the whole time. That is when they get taken down a peg or two. And bitches like this get taken down all the fucking time. So, when did the entire world, so she's now saying that 7 billion people, considering that the internet is only 2 billion people large, okay, that the entire world has become overwhelmed by social justice. Mate, you have no fucking clue what you were talking about. Crying over their feelings. If you have a fucking size 12 boot in your neck and your arm twisted behind your back until your fucking shoulder is dislocated, and believe me, yeah, that's the kind of shit that police do. They don't give a fuck about your physical health until you're in a cell, because they're given the mandate that up until they're in a cell, you are danger. You could be anything. You could have a knife in your fucking sock, you could have a knife in your pants, you could have a knife in your fucking vagina. I've heard of this shit happening. People hiding razor blades in their fucking vagina, in their asses, whatever. As soon as you come into the fucking police station, boom, 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 and you're not fucking given up until you're in a cell, and you're considered safe from the people around you. You are given no rights until you are given a solicitor, and the solicitor is able to actually argue your way out of that fucking cell. Otherwise, they would just leave you in that cell forever. You're stupid. You're fucking stupid. Yeah? There is justice. There is people out there who genuinely want justice. I don't think it's Antifa. I don't think it's a lot of this kind of fucking social justice work. I don't subscribe to any of that bullshit, especially with the whole fucking rubbish about how that's going on. But you don't get to fucking call everyone in the world. Most of the people in the world don't know about anything that's happening in the rest of the world because they're not connected to the internet, yeah? So most of the people are caring about whether or not the rice is going to grow on the farms, whether or not the fucking plants are going to grow, whether or not their fucking honeybees are going to be wiped out because of the way that the global warming and but you know, all of this shit is really happening. They don't give a fuck about social justice. They care about whether or not their babies are going to survive this next plague in this part of the world, yeah? So, no, everybody in the world, no, just you and your stupid, pointless echo chamber of retardation, yeah? Fucking end your existence. Everyone gets their knickers in a knot. Well, you know, I'd like you to get your knickers in a knot, you stupid fucking idiot. She's from Cheltenham. Why am I not surprised? Fucking... You know, now she's being called out a troll, but she's going, haha, I'm not a troll, you're a troll. Classic reversal. Your game's on point, nigga. Anti-Semitic scumbag. I mean, you know, fucking Jews, man. You can blame them for anything. So, yeah, it's one of these kinds of scapegoats. It's, you know, if the Jews were genuinely doing something behind the scenes, at this point, you've given them so much fucking, so much energy into creating this false narrative that they're the bad guy, that nobody is going to listen to anything you've got to say. So you could have like hardcore fucking facts and evidence that there's a Jewish Hebrew conspiracy and that they're out to kill everybody, and people would just go, no, you're anti-Semitic, and you'd be like, but why? Because of all of this bullshit. So again, be a little bit wise about it. You know, stop just fucking crying wolf every time something goes wrong. The Middle East and Palestinian conflict is very real. Stop being a fucking arse about shit, people. Obviously the lefty and the leftists, this has got nothing to do with being leftist and rightist. This has got stuff to do with like being fucking psychopath and fucking not having a fully functioning working brain. And sometimes people think, oh, well, I can do, advanced mathematics, that means I have a full... No! Just because you can do editing on a fucking computer doesn't mean you've got a functioning human brain. You have, like, a part of your human brain that works normally. I've got brain damage on the the left occipital side of my brain. It's in the medulla part of my brain. If anybody knows these words, then you're keeping up, and I'm proud of you. Stay savvy in your mind, people. The medulla is a primal instinct brain. It's a lizard brain. It does not have any consciousness. So the part of my brain that was damaged when the car kind of like, it doesn't understand. I can't reason with this part of my brain to say it's damaged. It just knows it's damaged. And if the primal brain is damaged, if the lizard brain is damaged, it taps into your fight and flight response. It fucks it all up. So I tend to fight when I should flight, and I tend to flight when I should fight. I tend to just have things all fucked up. My brain damage. It's got nothing to do with left and right and being intelligent and being like, because none of these fucking comments are intelligent. Nothing of what you've said is intelligent. Name calling. Yeah, I'm gonna call Cacti 101 a fucking faggot. What are you gonna do about it? Are you gonna cry? Are you gonna cry in your little fucking a leftist social justice warrior called me a faggot? Well, I'm not a leftist. I'm a centrist. I think that should be a fucking parent by now. And calling you a faggot. What are you gonna do about it? Cry more. Cry about it. Fucking end your existence. Useless person. Let the cops like a bad there. You should let this go and have cops like Spanish who throw women down the sterbs. Exactly. But the problem is, we in England are supposed to be holding ourselves to a higher standard. Yes, in fucking Pakistan and fucking Chile, you're allowed to beat your wife with a stick until she's dead if she looks at another man, right? Chile? Did I say Chile? Chile. I don't know what the laws are in Chile. I think last time I checked, the legal age of consent for sex in Chile was 9. So, yeah. We in England are supposed to be holding ourselves up to a higher standard, not based on other nations, you stupid fucking idiot. David Tenney, anti-Semitic. Good lord, yes, start throwing around your hate word. Anti-Semitic isn't a hate word, my dear. My darling, poor, simple-minded little... right now I wanna kiss you because you're so cute. You're so cute, you think that and being called anti-Semitic is a hate word. It's not. Being called anti-Semitic is just a label that you use on people who don't like Jewish people. Hitler was an anti-Semitic person, okay, because he hated Jews, okay? So if you hate the Jews, if you think shilling for the Jews is a bad thing, if you think Jews are bad, you're anti-Semitic. You need to fucking take a look in the mirror and fucking shut the fuck up. Okay? Label. Yes, it's a label. Nazi and Islamophobe. Okay, first of all, if you're a Nazi, kill yourself. Like, with all honesty, just fucking kill yourself. Most Nazis are not going to do that way because they're Nazis and they like doing it. She acts like a spoiled little bitch. But so far, all she's shown herself to be is anti-Semitic. She's shown herself to be really stupid and a fucking retarded faggot. That's what she is right now, okay? Islamophobe. There is nothing, like, and again, Islamophobe is one of these words where the social justice people kind of like created it, and then people who are common sense, like this girl here, like she calls herself common sense because in a common sense, Islam has never been a religion of peace, and it's not a phobia, and we've got loads and loads of really massive YouTubers out there, Sam Harris, Dave Rubin, we tackle this problem over there. This does not give you a fucking out to be a fucking anti-Semitic Nazi piece of shit, okay? Fucking shut up. I admit that you must be feeling really, really sad right now and under attack, and you're fighting back and you're coming back and you're, holy fuck, old and young, blah blah blah. No, you're shit, you're stupid, you fucking, you just need to just die. You need to die. Yeah. Deep Jones mirrors my ideas. Fucking retards making excuses for tyrannical pigs. The law you retards obey so much was written by criminals in suits, corrupt politicians and mafia bosses. Thank you, DP Jones. The Peelers, the actual Robert Peel who set up the police force in the UK, the Peelers were a paid mob. That's what they were. They went around, and because of the armies going out to Spain and at the time America, there was nobody to really police the streets of England, and so this paid mob, okay, made a deal essentially with the current crown that they would be given an allowance to go around and just rack up protection money and impose their law. Essentially, the Peelers were Sharia in a medieval context in Christian England, okay? Because they policed the streets and they imposed the laws that they felt were correct. That's what Sharia does. Under Islam, if you have a Sharia controlled gang roaming the streets and they say no alcohol in this, well, you know what, under the English law you're allowed to drink on the streets in some parts of London but not in other parts of London. But if a Sharia controlled gang comes up because you're not allowed to wear a skirt, well, I am allowed to wear a skirt, but what are you going to do when there's a group of 50 Muslims who definitely don't want you to be wearing a short skirt? They are the law. That is what the police are based upon, based on mob numbers, yeah? More of you, less of them means that you can create a force where you can impose your rule, yeah? That is the rule of law. If anything, our system of government is designed to stop that kind of shit from happening. Why the leftist, rightist? Oh, you're on the left, so you're someone I disagree with, so you're a leftist and I hate you. I'm gonna have a fucking epileptic fit right now. Fucking, British police are involved with paedophile cover-ups. No fucking shit. Rotherham was horrible, and I don't even want to talk about the rest of fucking England. It's horrible. And again, I've got a headache now. You know, I'm fed up. Somebody's mentioning Harvey Weinstein. That Harvey Weinstein thing is just fucking, I don't care. I am common sense, another reptile, I'm capable of empathy. But yeah, but this is the problem, you know, when you are speaking to these narcissistic, lizard-brained, fucking reptile, stupid motherfuckers, they're not capable of human emotion because parts of their brain are damaged. They don't have a functioning, fully human brain. Okay, they don't have the capacity for critical thinking. They don't have the capacity for creative thinking. They're psychopaths and narcissists, okay? They're black and white. They are technically schizophrenic because they are incapable of being able to see anything other than this black and white view of what they think that their brain, and if you just rewire someone's brain X, Y, all of a sudden they can smell colour and see sound and shit like that. It was the LSD program, MK Ultra and all that kind of revealed all of these magical things about the brain that, a simple cross wire in your brain can make you a mathematical genius overnight. A head wound can suddenly turn you into a fucking genius overnight. Do you see what I mean? These people's brains don't work properly. But because their brains don't work properly, they're incapable of being able to understand that, because they're incapable of being able to step outside of their own body and look at themselves objectively and go, oh yeah, I'm a shit person. Maybe I should change my behaviour. Maybe I should. Maybe I should just carry on being a fucking idiot. And again, someone else made the point about this age. So I took these particular comments about common sense, but in general I just wanted to make this video about this woman, and I just wanted to be enraged, and I just wanted to take a cross-section of these comments of some of these people who were arguing with this person, because it's a very good cross-section of just the internet in general, of where people they think that they're so smart, but you're not so smart. You're actually quite stupid, and just because you're beautiful, that doesn't give you a free pass in being a fucking idiot. It does, really, because we are also talking about the fact that women like this like to talk bullshit, because usually there's a couple of big strong men behind her who give her the dick every now and then, so she can snap her fingers and they're willing to fight. And this is the kind of cucked man, I'm so not gay, I swear I'm not gay, just let me have a little bit of pussy and I'll kill for you, is how we get wars, my friends, my dudes. This is how wars are started, yeah? I'm not blaming all women, I'm blaming women like her, I'm blaming women like Helen of Troy, who just couldn't keep it in her pants and ended up destroying one of the oldest civilizations just because she wanted a bit of dick, and all of the men who fought just so that they could rape Troy, I'm not gay. Well, if you're not gay, go over there and destroy that land over there and you can rape all the women you want. Oh, great, I'm not gay. You've got a lot of not gay people out there fighting for women who like to abuse their power. So fucking remember, end your existence if you're any of these people. Just drink some bleach, god damn it. Fucking oh look, I need something to I feel like the internet just is shit, and I've just had to spray some anti-shit spray in my face just to fucking stop it. But look, you are first of all, you're stupid. You're stupid people, okay? You're stupid, okay? You fell for the oldest trick in the book, and you were divided into left and right. I'm on the left, and I believe everything I say, and I'm on the right, and I believe the trick of dogs. And I think South Park said it best. Alexa, can you add vaginal crabs to my shopping list? Fucking just end your existence. I am one of these internet nobodies who has 0 subscribers, or 19 subscribers, 0 views, 0 likes, 0 cares, because I've been through the mill at one point during my life, when I was in my 20s and my early 30s coming out, I've been to the top, I've seen the glitz, I've seen the glamour. I know why people are so intent on holding on to this belief, because the limelight, it's addictive. They all float down here, little boy. The floodlights, they make you feel all floaty. Yes, people are addicted to feeling good. People are addicted to attention and the fame and the money and the sex. And if at some point you were in that life, yeah, and then you get the door slammed on you and you know, you're getting the good treatment, you're getting that narcissistic fucking love before the discard phase, yeah? Anybody who knows about narcissism and how the discard phase works, you know, you've got love bombing. Oh, I love you, here, have loads of cocaine and sex, and oh, everything's great. And then, boom, the wall comes up. If you ever want to see a pussy again, you better go over and kill those people. And you know what? It's a fucking addictive. It's addictive, and this is how you get slaves, motherfucker. Slaves! Fucking slaves. And armies who are willing to... I'm not gay, damn it! I'm not gay! I'll kill a man and I'll beat up a woman, but I'm not gay! Just... kill me. Well, fucking end your existence, you bunch of sheeple motherfuckers. Just disappointed in your lack of ability to be able to critically think anything. And you know, you can have two what is apparently you know, contradictory viewpoints with agreeable opinions. You know, I don't think I agree with my peers on a lot of stuff like vegetarianism and veganism, because I am maybe not that evolved. I'm lazy. I think that's what it is. I'm lazy. I've got a bit of a mullet going on here. Got that mullet going on. Yeah, I mean, it's. What if I am a meat eater? What if I eat bacon and I like burgers and stuff like that, and I enjoy it? But then on something like climate change, we agree. So just because I disagree on points like Islam is a religion of peace, which I don't agree with because it's not true, historically factual, it's not true. But then I will agree that, you know, I don't know. I haven't found any agreeable points with people recently. Rick and Morty is a good show. Rick and Morty fan base fucking sucks. I think I can agree with those points. So yeah, I mean, this is a rant, and all of my videos are rants. If you're subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. Get more subscribed, baby, onto my channel. Double up those subscriptions. Get onto it. Like these fucking videos, because do you know what? Nobody likes my videos. Nobody wants to see my opinion or give me any attention. But yeah, I mean, you don't go through the cocaine mill, come out the other side, and sort of like everybody loves you. You know, and I was never willing to sacrifice my principles just for sex, basically, which is what it comes down to. And I suppose all is fair in love and war, but it's not love, and this isn't war, so it's not fair. Shut the fuck up, and you know, move on. Yeah, the Rotherham case is always being brought up, especially in threads like this, and Rotherham is just one of these narcissistic brags, really, because it goes on in every single town, in every part of England that I've ever been in. I've never not known it to exist, because everywhere you go in England, you will get that house on the end of the street that just looks a little bit dodgy. And that house on the end of the street that looks a little bit dodgy usually is, and bad things are usually going on. And you can always sniff out what's going on if you just put your nose to the ground a little bit. What else is there to say? So they can clear protesters of an oil company, but not the town smashing, people assaulting Islam and Tifa crowds. Pretty much, yeah. I mean, the UK is a toilet and needs to be flushed. I kind of agree. I don't like necessarily the metaphor there. I think it's pretty disgusting, but at the same time it's true. But unfortunately, our problem is less that there's a problem we can just flush away. In this case, the toilet's very broken and it's leaking shitty water over the bathroom, and you're going to need to call a plumber to fix that shit at this point. And nobody is on call. And so you're stuck at home with a broken toilet, just shouting into the phone, why? Why can't you come right now? Huh? Because I'm a faggot. Fine. Fracking is bad. Fracking is going to ruin a lot of shit in the country, like we need it already. Yeah, but I mean, here's the thing, all cops, but not all police. Here's the thing, I've been arrested so many times, too many times, for bad things. It's not funny. Even during the arrest, I mean, I've been arrested for several things. I mean, I got arrested once for no reason. It was horrible. And I put reports in. Nothing happens. Nothing ever happens. It gets buried. If you don't have a voice, if you don't have a backing, then it's pointless. There's no point. I was walking down the street one day. They were talking to a homeless guy, and I just said, "Fuck off! Leave him alone. He's homeless." And they followed me down the street, and then accosted me. And before I even knew what was going on, I was being bundled into the van, and they were just kicking me in the head, and then I was arrested for assaulting a police officer. That is how they do things, okay? Because it's 4 policemen in uniform saying that I assaulted a police officer, even though really what I'd done was just make myself into the victim. They were going to be picking on the homeless guy, obviously. They needed an arrest that night. That's what it came down to. And I told them to fuck off. And they were just like, oh, well, she'll do. She's a mentally ill tranny, and we'll pick on her. And they just, you know, they were just stamping on my face and fucking kicking me in the fucking head. And I was just, and they put the handcuffs on so tightly, even. Yeah, I mean, you can see a kind of little mark there from where the handcuffs cut into my hand so badly, and you know, they don't give a shit. They just wanted an arrest. It doesn't matter. I put in the complaint. It never got went to court. I ended up getting fined, I ended up getting bailed, and I ended up getting put on probation. Because they take the word of the police officers over the people who are arrested. Now they've got body cams, they can't do that. You see what I mean? This is why they were so against body cams. Because it means they can't just fake news stuff anymore. They can't just go, oh, well, she did such and such a thing, and she resisted arrest, and so we broke her arms. You know, it's on camera, everything's on camera. So, if anything, just all of this abuse and fucking shitty comments and stuff like that, right? For the detriment, those cameras that were there for making sure that those people were being held accountable to the public and to scrutiny, and that needs to be happening all the time with every single arrest, and that's why body cams are so fucking necessary. Because they can't just make up bullshit. They can't just plant drugs and go, oh, you were dealing fucking cocaine. Fucking fuck off. Do you know what I mean? And there's so many times it will drive you mentally ill, because if you're sitting in a police cell and you've done nothing wrong, that is when you realise that the world is genuinely against you. The police are not there to fight for you, they're there to fight for someone else, and you're another victim. They can't do that on body cams now. They can't do that. They can't beat you up in the cell anymore because there's cameras in the cell. They cannot fucking keep on doing the same mob routines. They're being held to a standard. So it's the internet that needs to be the police of the police. We need to hold those people up to standards. Those police officers that dragged that 85-year-old woman across need to be brought to some kind of trial for their actions. They need to be brought to accountability for their actions, and maybe they need their grandmother dragged across the street by 2 6'3" men, and see how they sit at home and feel about it. It's not acceptable. It's not acceptable. The British police don't treat terrorists like that. Muslims seem to do it. The Muslims. See, that's what we're talking about. See, you can be right against Islam. I've never been a proponent for Islam ever. Okay, I know my history, and I know what Islam is. But calling them the Muslims, that just makes you sound like an Islamophobe. And the thing is, that is the kind of language that is what we're sort of talking about. It's like, you just failed now, because it's like saying the black people, the Jews, you know, and it's just, it makes you sound like a racist. Even if you're not a racist, it makes you sound like a racist. If you're using these terms in those kinds of terminologies, it makes you look like a racist as well. So yes, you having a black friend or a gay friend does not make you not racist either. Yeah, I mean, I just because I know Muslims who are nice people, I know a lot of Muslims who are nice people. I live in fucking London. Does not mean I necessarily agree to this ideology, and I don't subscribe to their ideology of Islam. It's as simple as that. Neither do I subscribe to Christianity. I know a lot of Christians, but as soon as they start piping up about their fucking religion, I just tell them to shut the fuck up, because I don't care. And then, you know, history is a thing that you can slap them around the face with. We go read a book. Faggot. I think, you know, I'm just pulling my videos to an hour. Pardon me. Should not be there. Maybe for her own safety. Yeah, that's how they stop protests, because they make it so unsafe to protest that the people who are protesting are really being put in danger. And it's supposed to make you think twice, okay? It's that kind of like, hey, it's so dangerous to protest. Should we protest? No, we should stay at home instead. That's what they want. So no, get out there. But the thing is, here's the thing. If you put yourself out there like this woman, you're going to get some kind of abuse, yeah? I've seen really good people's names being smeared, yeah? Now, I'm not saying I'm one. I have been a victim of smear campaigns in the past, but that also doesn't really kind of give justice to the kind of very real evil person I am when I'm having a mental breakdown. I've been fucking done, you know, in my life for some horrible shit that I wish never happened, but it's true. You know, violence, you know, fighting, you know, especially when I think about those kinds of realities and how I acted. You know, I've seen genuinely decent, kind of good-hearted, kind, loving people, you know, and then they get smeared, they end up in a fucking police station, they have their reputation ruined, and they have their lives ruined, and then they come out, and then you kind of understand where the Antifa crowd come from, because at one point these were just kind of kids, ideological kids, Marxist, wannabe, utopians who believed in Che Guevara, free love, smoking weed, Bob Marley, and fucking everything, and abundance and all this shit, and then like one night in a police cell will make them put on an Antifa flag and just want to kind of like fight the system. And they're not fighting the system. This is my problem. They're not fighting the system. They're not going, oh, I mean, if I had a fucking, I mean, you know, I mean, I live in London, and I've always stayed away from gang culture because it just, you know, it's just something I've never been interested in. I wanted to do my art. I wanted to make music, and they ruined my art, and they ruined my music career. I was never. I mean, I was a fucking electronic DJ, so I've got no talent, right? And, yeah, you know, just ruining my ability to be able to make music, create music, get my music out there. destroying my life in that way, and these kids are having the same kind of thing done to them, and it turns a good heart bad. And this is what they want, so don't let them. They're taking our bacon. They're fucking bacon! Oh my! They took our bacon, you motherfuckers! Oh my bacon fucking goodness! They took our bacon, Gus. They took our fucking bacon. Do you know what that means, Gus? Sorry. The real reason I've kept you around. The truth is now, the only reason I've kept you isn't because I love you. No, it's because you're my extra rations of bacon when they've taken all our bacon. Oh yes. Look at these little bacon chops right here. Look at them. Look at them. Look at these bacon. These are bacon chops right here, aren't they? I'm gonna cook you in a pot and eat you up. I am. I'm gonna eat you. I'm gonna maybe put some butter and some pepper and some tomato ketchup on you, and I'm gonna eat you on up. Because they're taking our bacon. They're taking our bacon. Yes, they are. I wonder what you taste like. I wonder if you taste like bacon. There's only one way to find out. There's only one way to find out. Yes, there is. So anyway, my dudes, keep that internet spirit going. Make sure that these faggots keep on exposing themselves for what they are. You know, like this common sense piece of shit and these fucking narcissistic arseholes who, you know, don't have a real, you know, capability of being able to function in a normal human society. But unfortunately, when a narcissist gets power, then you've got some fucking work to do, and it's horrible. So we've got to break those walls down somehow. You know, the YouTube wall of monetization is horrible at the moment. I again, you know, I didn't even know about this whole YouTube money thing for years. I mean, I never even used YouTube really. I just watched funny videos. But apparently people have been getting paid to do YouTube for years. And I missed the boat on it. So, oh well. But yeah, I mean, you know, there's so many walls to break down in our minds and in our hearts and in our heads and in our souls and in our lives that we're basically in a prison cell. We're in a police cell, and this little camera here, that's like the police cell in the camera, and it's recording all of this shit, so that one day they'll go, "You are sentenced to eternity of suffering in hell for your crimes of making YouTube videos that are shit." At least I got some mad pussy though. Yeah, well, at least my YouTube money got me mad pussy, yo. Man, that would be so cool to be rich and get mad pussy all day. That'd be so cool. Oh well. It sucks being a faggot cuck, but that's life. I don't know. So, some people are kind of comparing it to fucking Catalonia. It's like Catalonia. It's not like Catalonia. Catalonia is more like Northern Ireland, actually, if anything. Because, again, Ireland is one of these really crazy places where Northern Ireland is still a part of our British Empire. Ireland wants it repatriated, but Northern Ireland doesn't want to be repatriated. And they hold referendums all the time. They're like, do you want to be part of Ireland? No. We want to be part of the United Kingdom. We don't want to be part of Ireland. We don't want to be subscribed to any part of the Irish kind of thing. And it's a very strange. So it's like Northern Ireland declaring independence from Ireland and saying we are independent from them. They're not really independent. Actually, if anything, it would be like Scotland declaring independence from the UK. But again, they've got a parliament in place. They've got all of these different power structures in place that would make it feasible for them to be able to break away. From what I've been seeing about the Catalonian thing, is it's not even a fucking feasible thing to be actually doing. Like, there's no real systems of government and power. They'd be essentially trying to create themselves into a city-state, much like Vatican City is, or something. You know, an independent state within an independent state, within an independent state, within an independent state, within an independent state, inside of 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 an independent state. I think on paper that's great. I think during a fucking EU Brexit crisis the way that we're facing, it's a really bad idea. I mean Merkel must be really, really sad as she's holding on to the crumbling pieces of her failed empire, right? It's all slipping through my fingers. It is just slipping through my fingers. Anyway, I'm gonna leave these videos at an hour for now. I'm gonna try and make some shorter videos as well. This is your boy Gal, attack helicopter. I'm gonna fucking end my existence as well. Remember, I joke about it, and don't kill yourselves, okay? Don't. There's so much to live for. Elon Musk is going to be going to Mars, and apparently on the 28th of September or something like that, they're going to announce a phenomenal, never heard of astronomical event in space. And everybody's saying it's going to be aliens, or it's going to be the reveal of planet Nibiru, or it's going to be aliens on planet Nibiru, and it's going to be they're coming and they're going to make themselves known, and they're going to rape our bums all day long, and it's going to be fantastic. Everybody's really excited for it. Finally going to get that fucking alien probe in my ass. Finally, fuck yeah. I want a fucking dick in my ass. But it's not going to be aliens, it's going to be like a meteor. Oh, it could be a cataclysmic event. It could be that they kind of like, we're sorry to announce this, but a meteor is heading towards Earth, and it's absolutely, we are incapable technologically of being able to stop this massive extinction event. We have but 3 months to live. That would be fucking epic. They'll be raping the streets and that won't be epic. That won't be epic. It would be epic that this suffering of human existence will be finally over. But there'll be murder and rape in the streets, and it'll be horrible. Let's hope it's not a cataclysmic extinction event. Let's hope it's alien probes. I think it's going to be something really boring. Like they've discovered a variant radiation fluxion in the Van Allen belt or some bollocks like that, and it means that we can now safely, traverse to the moon and back without worrying about Van Allen radiation melting our skins or something like this, which would be fantastic. But it could be really something just really boring as well. Even more boring than a radiation anomaly. I mean, like something really boring. But it could be alien butt probes. It might be alien butt probes, guys, seriously. What if it's alien butt probes? That would be so fucking cool. I'm excited for the alien butt probes. My dudes, I'm really happy. But it's not just fucking. Yeah, so yeah. Okay, so yeah, we'll see you later. Bye.